Hey, good morning. Welcome to Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, Episode 10, Engaging Antagonists. So let's talk about antagonists. I think the best stories out there, me personally, have antagonists that you can kind of relate to. You don't know that they're the bad guy. Because keep in mind, there's no bad guy really thinks they're the bad guy. So how do you make them? How do you make the readers wonder if they're really the bad guy? Oh, they do bad things, but maybe they do bad things for the right reasons. And this is what is where you create an antagonist that people can relate to. Make them a real character, not a caricature. So give them purpose, give them three-dimensionality, give them characteristics that are common with other characters. It's the bad guy could be a good guy in a different story. And give them a purpose. This is the thing with an antagonist. A lot of antagonists, you see horror movies where they just do bad and crazy stuff and they shock you, and then they go do something else bad and crazy and they shock you some more. Give them a real purpose. Why? Why are they doing what they do? And this is what makes your antagonist palatable. I refer to Darth Vader, right? Okay, hey, everybody hates Darth Vader. Well, you get to the third story, well, now the sixth story, and hey, nobody hates him anymore because hey, he was just led astray. He was misled, misguided, and seduced. But he really wasn't a bad guy, and he came through in the end. Okay, yeah, he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy for a lot of it, and then only like the last 3 minutes did he not become a bad guy. So, thanks, Lou. Good job. Good on you. But purpose. What is the purpose? And here's your main bad guy. He wasn't the main bad guy at all. It was this other guy. So that's the double tap. How do you get a bad guy who's not a bad guy, but then make a better bad guy? Keep them consistent on their chosen path. This is important because you don't want to jerk them around and make them unrealistic. The best bad guys are realistic. They're doing something. They're doing what they're doing for a real reason that makes sense to them. And it doesn't necessarily have to be predictable, but keep them consistent. That goes back to that purpose. You give them that purpose and that focus and keep them on that. And you've got your protagonist, the hero, going to do something great. And the antagonist is really messing up his day or giving him a reason, changing his trajectory, trying to intercept him and knock him off his pedestal. Bad guy has a reason. Give him that reason. Give him the consistency of that reason. Give him a personality. Give him a three-dimensional view of the world. And no one sees themselves as a bad guy. So when you get into that POV, that point of view, when you're with the bad guy and he's there doing things, he's doing them for a reason. What about the bad guy who throws a $10 bill at the homeless person as he's walking by on the street for no gain whatsoever? Like, what the hell? Something like that. If the bad guy is, hey, I don't want homeless on my streets. I want to control everything about my streets. And if he doesn't leave after that $10 bill, well, I might send somebody to kill him. But you can see he's doing things for a reason. And this is how your readers on board. You keep them guessing. Geez, do I really hate this bad guy? Maybe you want them to hate the bad guy. But then some people, if you've gotten such a reaction from them that they are viscerally engaged of hating this, they might stop reading. Don't ever give your reader a reason to stop reading. So keep them engaged just enough where, yeah, I don't like him. Let's see how it works. And you can see that in the end, your hero, your bad guy go head to head. And it's like, okay, I agree with the hero's reasoning and not the bad guy's. He was misguided, he was misled, or he was just bad. He was in it for himself. But you set that up front. He's doing this for himself. Maybe he thinks of himself as a benevolent dictator. I'm the one who needs to make these decisions because I will do them in the best way. I have the financial horsepower. I have everything I need to take care of these people. Some benevolent dictators are great. And then generally if they lose their power, that benevolency ends, and now it's just a dictator. So keep those in mind. Don't spend less time developing your antagonist than you do your protagonist. These are equal characters in your story. Make sure you give them equal time. And it's been 5 minutes already. How about that? Give them equal time. Give them equal brain power in your development to make sure that you can sell these folks. So Jules and Vincent, those guys were awesome. Oh, hey, he's playing with the gun. Well, it goes off. No trigger discipline. Come on, dude. Anyway, antagonists, protagonists. Give them equal time. Give them equal purpose. It'll be different, but this is where you're going to make some money. You get a protagonist at the or an antagonist, the bad guy, that people aren't sure if he's really bad or not. Then you've got a great story. All right, thank you. 5 minute focus. We'll talk to you. Today's Friday. We'll talk to you Monday.